Welcome back to Everything's Possible. So today we are going to be making these mini pinatas. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make one for a birthday. But you can literally decorate this any way you want. They're made from toilet paper and other things. And they're so cute. You can hang them from a tree like a normal pinata. And they are so cute and so easy to make. Now, before we start, please subscribe and give a thumbs up. And then we'll start. Okay guys, so the materials we are going to be needing for this craft are a toilet paper roll. Here, let me put down the camera. A toilet paper roll. You are going to be needing a glue stick, some tape, scissors, a hole puncher, some things to decorate with. I'm using markers, they're paint pens and markers, and some things that I printed out. We're going to talk about that in a second. And you're going to be needing string and some tissue paper. So now that we have everything we need, we can get started. Okay, so now we are focusing on the basic shape of the pinata, which is this part and this bottom part here without the string. So for that, you're going to be needing your toilet paper roll. I am using a paper towel roll, and then I'm cutting it down to size. You're going to be needing scissors, some paper. This is optional, white paper. And you're going to be needing tissue paper in any color. Now, I have no tissue paper in my house at the moment. So I went searching around my house for things I could use. And I had just bought in a pair of shoes. My mom bought them for me. And sometimes it comes with like this tissue paper-like thing. And it's always in boring white. But I decided that would be perfect for this. So we're going to start with our toilet paper roll. And I'm going to cut it down, and I really think this size is good. But I actually want it maybe a bit longer. Now you do it to whatever size you want. I am just going to get marker all over my finger. I'm just going to use my pinata I made first. And then like go down a bit. And then once I have got my line marked, I'm just gonna cut it off. My oh my. And there it is. So you see, this is a bit taller, not a bit. A lot taller. Here, you have to see it like standing up and you'll see. That much taller, but it will be good if you're sticking tall sweets in. So it really depends on what you're sticking in. Now, we are going to take our white paper. Remember, this is optional. And this white paper is just leftover white paper from this guy. I printed this strip out, and then I just cut off the extra part because there was a lot extra. So it's really good to recycle all these things, and we're gonna even recycle like the teeny bits and scrap. Alright, taking my white paper, I put it at the end here, and all I'm gonna do is roll it till where it like covers a bit more, so about there. Did you see me do that, or did I like go out of frame? And I'm going to take my marker, and I'm just going to mark it. Sorry, the marker thing was in my mouth. I know, gross. And now I'm going to cut as straight as possible. And now, basically, we take it at this end and roll it. It should cover. Now, if you look, you should see that there's leftover bit here. I don't want any leftover bit. Sorry, you can't see that. So all I'm going to do is take my end of the toilet paper roll and align it with the end of the paper. Take our marker again and just mark. I hope you guys can hear me because the thing was in my mouth. Now I marked where it came up at, right over here. And I'm going to cut along that. It's not going to be perfectly straight. You can use a paper cutter for all this cutting if you have one. And now this is a lot better. Okay? As you can see here, I didn't get too neat at the top here, and some of the brown is still showing, but I think that's completely fine. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue stick, open it up, and I'm just going to put glue all over this piece of paper. Make sure the corners have, especially don't be scared to get glue on your surface. If your mom hates it, then put like a newspaper or scrap paper underneath. And pick it up. I'm putting it at the end and then I'm rolling it up. Just like that. Okay, basically, I don't know if you saw that, but I basically glued down the paper to my toilet paper roll. And if you have some extra up here like me, just cut it off. But I'm not really making a big deal about it, you know. It's fine. Sorry, I'm just trying to cut it off. There. Now save all these scraps and everything because we're going to make confetti. Now that we have this baby like this, we're going to need to take our tissue paper. And we can see a spot missing from this guy. And all I'm going to do before, what I did was I made the mistake of decorating it first and then putting on the tissue paper, and some of my decorations got covered. I think that's absolutely fine. It actually looks quite nice. But if you don't want that to happen, put on the tissue paper now. So all I'm going to do is do that. Put it down and eyeball it, I think it's called, or whatever. I'm trying to use these fancy terms that I see all the YouTubers using, or hear all the YouTubers using. And then I'm going to put it at the bottom here, see how it looks when it's up, and I think that looks amazing. So now I'm going to put it kind of in the center. It's not going to be perfectly in the center of my tissue paper, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to take my marker and trace around the toilet paper roll. Now, if it gets a bit on your toilet paper roll, it doesn't really matter because we're anyways covering it up, so it's fine. And we're going to take our glue stick and we're going to put glue everywhere around the circle. But now I put it down, okay, back in the circle, after I put glue everywhere around the circle. And I'm just going to take the side and scrunch it up in a messy way. I want there to be creases and folds and everything because that looks the best. So see here, things are folded on top of each other just like that, but it gives it like personality, I guess you could say. So once our basic shape is done, it's time to move on to the decorating. So for decoration, I'm going to do the same as I did here. but this time I'm adding a birthday cake. So all I did was I printed out like pictures of like the party emoji, a bunch of them, and a birthday cake. And using these acrylic paint pens that I got on Amazon, I'm gonna draw like balloons and I don't know, confetti like I did in the other one. You know, you don't have to use these acrylic paint pens. I just had them near me, so I grabbed them, and they come in beautiful colors, so why do they keep going away from me? But basically, for the decoration, I need to cut all these out. So let me cut them out, and I'll get back to you. 5 hours later, here they are. No, just kidding. So I finished cutting them out, and I saved the scraps because we are making confetti, remember. If you're using color tissue paper for the bottom, also save the scraps. So now we have this. I'm just going to glue all these on. Boom. And when I'm done that, I'll get back to you. So, here's my beauty. I have a lot of my emojis stuck on and my one single birthday cake stuck on. Yeah. And I have an extra emoji guy thingy. And I'm going to put him aside for confetti. So, yeah. You don't need to use everything you print out or color or whatever. But now it's time I draw the balloons. Or in my balloons. So, here's how I like to draw balloons. I like drawing a circle. It's so zoomed in, you can't even see. Oops. Okay, so there. And then I like making like a bubble, kind of a pop alive, I guess. Like that. And then I make like a triangle point. And then from that triangle point, I go out and I do the string. Just like that. So let me decorate them and I'll see you when. Okay guys, our piñata is almost done. Now all we need to do is add in the strings and then and the candy and the confetti, and then our piñata will be done. I'm not adding the candy today because I need to go and get the candy. But yeah, the weather is being so weird right now. It's so windy outside, but it's like so sunny and it's freezing. It's weird. Whatever. What we're basically going to do, I have to hurry up quickly because my camera is about to die. We're going to take our hole puncher and put it on the side and give a good click. Put it on the side and give a good click. They're not perfectly aligned or whatever, but it's fine. Now we are going to cut a piece of string. This string is for the hanging. So I cut a piece of string and I'm going to thread this through that hole. And then inside it's going to go, and I'm going to stick my finger in through the other hole and take it out. Now I'm going to make them even, just like that. You can't see at the top, but whatever, I made them even. And then I'm going to tie a knot. Now this part is for hanging it on the tree or wherever you're going to hang it. So, like on a tree branch or something. Now we need the bottom part so we can actually open up the piñata and, you know, so it can actually be a piñata. Now I am just going to take a small piece of string. At the end, I'm gonna do 3 knots. So 1 knot, 2 knot over, like a second knot over the first one, and 3 knot over the second and first one. Just like that, making one big knot. I'm going to flip my pinata over. You can't see. So I did that. And now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it here. And I'm going to take some tape, a small piece of tape, put that down, and before the knot, not after the knot, before the knot. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix it. We're going to put the piece of tape down. Now, if you have extra tape hanging on the sides, you don't want to fold it over, because then the pinata won't explode, I guess you could call it. It won't come open. So yeah, and just to make sure it will open nice and well, I'm just going to add a second piece of tape to there, cut it off, just like that. And then what you do to pull the pinata is you hang it on the tree and you go yank at the string at the bottom, and it should come off. Now we're going to add the confetti. Okay guys, 3 hours, 2 bus rides later, I finally got what I needed to fill the pinata, which is the candy. The basic thing is I got the candy I needed. So, let me get them out. There are some random things. I got a mini pack of Mentos. And I got this thing called Gum Secrets. There's 6 pieces. My brother will find out when he opens this. And I got the mini orange Mentos. This is watermelon flavor. But, yes. Now, we're going to take our pinata out. And here, remember, there's the confetti. But I really want there to be a bit more confetti. So let me go chop some more. Okay guys, this looks more like a pile of confetti. Don't you think? I've got a lot of different colors. I've got white, I've got orange, I've got purple, I've got pink. And now, I'm going to add it to the confetti over here. It's almost her birthday too. I didn't realize that, look, that doesn't fit. We're going to have to take this out of the package. So let me go get a Ziploc bag and we're going to open this. So now I'm going to stick it inside. So I stuffed this guy in. And now I'm going to stuff my Mentos in just like that. Nice and tightly cramped. And I'm going to add in some confetti. Just like that. And then I'm going to move the confetti aside. And I'm going to take the bottom and I'm going to trace it on a piece of paper. So let me get my marker, and yes, the cap is in my mouth again. And then all we're going to do is trace it. Just like that, and all the confetti spills out again. How smart of us. So, let's re-put in some confetti and lean it against there so it doesn't fall. Now that that's good, and we have the circle of the bottom, I'm going to cut it out, and then I'm going to put it over the top. So I took my circle, and what? And then I'm going to do that maybe, let's say about here, maybe 4 times. This stops everything from falling out, and it also looks nice and good with a nice pretty top. Now, in the video where I originally got this from, they didn't add a top, but it's completely fine if you add a top or if you don't add a top. And now look at this, our pinata is done.